Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Bro Tale. This is a really early review for the second upcoming focus banner, which I don't know what it's going to be called, so I'm just going to call it Battling Ursula, because Ursula is the next grand hero battle, and this battle will most likely come out the same time Ursula does, just like how the Battling Robin banner came out with the grand hero battle Robin. So let's go ahead and start the review. So starting off, we got Effie, Army of 1. She is a blue lance armored hero, and at max level her base stats are 50 HP, 55 attack, 22 speed, 33 defense, and 23 resistance. The stats on Effie are completely bonkers. I believe she has the highest total stats in the game, being somewhere around 184 or 185. If you want the best stats for her, you should get one with minus speed and positive resistance IVs. So that at level 1, she'll probably have around 3 speed and 5 resistance. The low speed on Effie really doesn't matter, which I'll talk about that later. So her weapon is Silver Lance Plus, which has no effect. She has an assist skill called Smite, which lets her push adjacent allies 2 spaces away. This skill is basically shove up, but pushes 2 spaces instead of 1. You can use this skill to push units over unpassable terrain like rivers, lava, and even mountains. It's a very good ability when used correctly, as it can help protect an ally or move an unit extra spaces so they can get in range for a kill. Effie has no special skills. Her type A passive is Death Blow 3, which grants her 6 attack if unit initiates combat. So here is one reason why she doesn't need high speed to be able, to double attack. She already has an high attack of 52, 55, or 58 depending on your attack IVs, but it can go up to 64 with Death Blow. Effie completely destroys any unit in one hit as long as they are not a green unit, and she can even one-shot Takumi in arena. So it's actually fucking insane. Warrior Fighter 3 is her type B passive and prevents follow-up attack in combat from units and foes if units HP is at or above 50%. So here's the second reason why low HP doesn't matter. She basically cannot get doubled by enemies as long as she is above or at half HP. If you have a decent healer or someone with Breath of Life, then you will want to pair them up with Effie so she will be able to use Warrior Fighter multiple times, and that'll keep her alive. Effie's main weakness will be mages. That's why I mentioned earlier to get a positive IV in her resistance so that she can max it out at around 27 resistance. The other weakness is of course her mobility. Since she is an armored unit and can only move one space at a time, you will want to have some units that can help her move faster. So maybe have a dancer or some heroes with abilities like drawback or shove. So is she worth playing for? Yes, she is one of the best blue units in the game right now. Some people will even say she's the best, but I will put her at number 2 right behind Azura. So the next hero is Felicia, Maid Mayhem. She is a neutral dagger infantry hero. At max level her base stats are 34 HP, 33 attack, 37 speed, 18 defense, and 35 resistance. Very low HP, very low attack, very low defense, but high speed and resistance. Good stats to kill only mages and nothing else. Her weapon is Silver Dagger Plus. After combat, inflict -7 defense and resistance on foe through its next action. Like all dagger heroes, they mainly are used for debuffing. You can use Felicia to set up a kill on a very high defensive unit. Her special is Glacies, which is at a 4 attack charge and boosts damage dealt by 80% of Felicia's resistance. So if you want to be able to kill anything besides mages, you're going to have to save the special for them. You can get 3 charges off by fighting a mage for Felicia. So next time you fight another unit, her first hit will probably hit around 0 damage. And then the second hit will activate the special and deal massive damage. Her first passive grants her 3 resistance. I mean, why not more resistance? She will be tankier versus mages, and her special will deal more damage. Her second passive is Breath of Life. The effect is if Felicia initiates attack, adjacent allies recover 7 HP after combat. This is probably one of my favorite abilities in the game. It basically makes Felicia a pseudo healer. So while debuffing with your weapon, you can heal your teammates. I think it's a pretty good pair of abilities in my opinion. So if you need a team versus a lot of mages, then Felicia would be a good candidate, but that doesn't happen very often, so in that case Felicia really sucks. So basically she does no damage to every other unit besides mages, and there are even some healers out there that will even do more damage than Felicia. I've tried using a 4-star version of Felicia, and the problem is that when you are trying to build up her special, you do a double attack that do close to no damage, and at the same time you build up the enemy's special, and then someone on your team gets boned by that guy with the special. I mean, you can get her as a free unit to try her out, but her stats below 5 stars are really bad. So is she worth playing for? No, she's bad. So the third unit is Nino, Pious Mage. She is a green tome infantry hero, and at max level her base stats are 33 HP, 46 attack, 36 speed, 19 defense, and 29 resistance. For a mage, her stats are really good, however her HP is fairly low. She's got super good attack and speed to be able to two-shot most units in the game. Her weapon is Gronnblade Plus. It slows her special by 1 cooldown and adds bonuses on unit to damage dealt. This weapon so far is exclusively only on Nino and makes Nino deal even more damage on top of her high attack. If you have someone like Erica who can boost Nino's attack and speed by 3 and 4, that 3 attack and 4 speed buff turns into 7 extra attack for Nino. The weapon is busted, and if you have the right allies along Nino, then Nino gets even better. Her assist is drawback. Unit moves 1 space away from target ally, who moves to the unit former position. Basically, Nino moves 1 space back with another unit. This is a very cool and fun skill to use. It really allows for some cool strategic plays. You can have an ally go deep and kill a unit, then use drawback to get them out of danger. In the beginning turns, you can use drawback to help armor units move 1 more extra space. Overall, it's a really cool ability. This unit has no special skills. Her first passive grants her 3 resistance, even more resistance, giving Nino up to 36 resistance total. And her second passive is Hone Attack 3. It grants adjacent allies +4 attack through the next actions at the start of each turn. Nice AoE attack buff, not really much to say about it. So Nino is the best green tome hero in the game and one of the best green heroes in general. You can compare her with Julia, but those two are kind of different in many ways. Nino is more of a nuker while Julia also does a lot of damage, but Julia is more used as a dragon killer and like a pseudo healer. Nino has drawback, which alone can help you win battles. Is she worth pulling for? Yes. Last but not least is Setsuna, Absent Archer. She is a neutral bow infantry hero, and at max level her base stats are 42 HP, 39 attack, 37 speed, 22 defense, and 23 resistance. Her stats are decent despite her being so ass, I mean so ass, in Fire Emblem Fates. Her weapon is Assassin's Bow, which is effective against flyers of course, and if the target has a dagger, it can't make a follow attack, and this unit will. So if Kageros are everywhere in Arena, then you gotta put good old Setsuna on your team to counter them. Yeah, just kidding, don't do that. Her assist is Reciprocal Aid. Swap HP with adjacent ally. Neither unit can go above their max HP. So you can use this skill by having that 3-man centipede formation where a tank is in the front, Setsuna in the middle, and a healer behind her. But I mean, at that point you might as well heal the guy in front with a healer, so I don't know how you use this ability. I don't really like it. She has no specials. Her first passive grants her 5 HP, which helps her second passive, which is Bowbreaker 3. If Setsuna is at or above half HP in combat against a bow user, Setsuna makes a follow-up attack and foe cannot. In PvE, this ability is pretty nice since bow units in the story mode aren't Takumis and won't deal massive damage, but in Arena this ability is most likely bad. I don't think you're going to be able to use this ability in Arena since Takumis usually deal and probably will deal over 25 damage, and Setsuna is just going to get doubled by Takumi. So overall, Setsuna doesn't have the worst stats, but her skills make her a very situational character. Her kit is advantageous versus dagger and mediocre bow units. She is one of the worst bow heroes in the game compared with the others. So just stick with Takumi, Klein, Gordon, or George if you have any of those. So is she worth pulling for? Nah, she sucks just like Felicia. So that's it for the review for this Battling Ursula banner. In this banner you got 2 really great units and 2 really bad units. I personally won't be pulling this banner because I already have Julia and I don't really need Nino. And I'm already leveling up Sharina right now, so I don't really need Effie. But if you are new to this game and need something to spend your orbs on, I recommend pulling in this banner rather than the Sibling Bonds one. If you don't need any of these units like me, then just hold on to your orbs for some new units to come out in the future. Remember that the next Grand Hero Battle is probably arriving next week, and Ursula is a blue tome unit, so prepare by training up some good green unit. That's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.